for all. And right now it's only $10, so go grab that at daveramsey.com. Now next to me you'll see a bunch of these people, and they all somehow know each other because they're all here in support of this couple right here. This is Jackson and Carly from Indiana. They paid off Sally Mae, got her out of the spare bedroom, and you're about to hear their story coming up on the show.
In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions on the debt-free stage, Jackson and Carly are with us. Hey, guys, how are ya?
Hey. Thank you for having us.
Yes. We're honored to have you. Where do you guys live?
We're from Bedford, Indiana.
Oh, cool. Welcome to Nashville. And all the way down here to do a debt-free scream.
Yes.
Yep.
How much have you paid off?
We have paid off $38,000 in 13 months, and actually before that, I paid off $9,000 on my own, too.
Okay. Cool. And how long, and what's your household income during that 13 months, a range?
We started at $90,000 and we went down to about $84,000.
Okay, cool. So what happened 13 months ago? You got married, it sounds like.
So I graduated college a year before she did, had some student loan debt, and knew that we needed to get that knocked out. We had some dreams and some goals and different things we wanted to accomplish, and in order to do that, we needed to get rid of our debt. So
how long have you been married?
We just 2 years, a week ago.
Okay, so 2 years, but the last 13 months you got after the debt and knocked it out.
Yes.
Okay, so how did all this get started that you decide, okay, because, I mean, most people don't do that. You just go, okay, we've been married a year, we're getting out of debt. So how did that happen?
Well, early on, we're very blessed by our parents. Both follow you and kind of got myself hooked on it. I read Total Money Makeover. We got involved with FPU at our church.
Oh, wow.
I've also read Everyday Millionaire.
Okay.
And, so just a lot of different things.
So you're a couple of financial peace babies. Get married.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, heck, you can't help but do this.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
And we saw Chris Hogan live in Indianapolis before we got married.
Well, that did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
There's the breakthrough.
We get to the root.
There's the breakthrough.
The motivation, Dave.
That's the big breakthrough right
I knew
there.
I like these people.
Mr. Skincare himself.
This is fantastic. So what kind of what was this debt you paid off?
It was all student loans. We
All
both
of
had.
it?
Yeah, you had
I had a
20,
total of 28 when I
and
graduated.
I had about 18.
Okay.
Wow. Very cool. What are your degrees in?
I'm elementary education.
And I'm a dietitian.
Okay. All right. Are you teaching in elementary?
Yes, I teach fourth grade and coach basketball as well.
Very neat. Good for you.
Yep.
That's so fun.
Do you all realize what you've done? Like, has it sunk in? Seriously.
I mean, this is like a generational thing that just happened right here.
Yeah.
It really
You brought
is.
the whole posse to cheer for you. Mom and dad are are over here. Everybody's here to scream. I mean, this is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
I think the first week when the paycheck went into the savings account and it didn't go to the student
The
loan,
bank.
and it started piling up, that was kind of when it sunk in.
So we actually paid off in November. So we have our emergency fund completed, and we are saving now for a house.
Wow.
Yeah. So we actually, before we got married, we knew we wanted to pay off our student loans. We didn't want to do that forever. And, you know, when you get married, people are like, when are you buying a house? When are you buying a house? And we thought about it. But before we got married, we have these great friends. We've been so blessed. They had this tiny home, and it's 380 square feet, and they are letting us rent it. And so we've been there for the past 2 years.
Oh, wow.
How big is it?
380 square feet.
Oh.
So it's like a one-car garage, and it has 380 square feet above it, and that's where we live, and our 80-pound dog.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah.
And now you can do anything you want to do for the rest of your life.
That's right. Yep. We
Pay the
have some.
price.
Yep. We have some goals.
How old are you right now?
I'm 24.
I'm 26.
Wow. Yeah, so you're going to pay cash for a house then, right? Pretty quick. or almost.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be really close.
We don't know.
Yeah, we're getting there.
You're going to be really close.
You just need to be real smart about that purchase.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're already saving for that. We're just kind of waiting for the right thing and the right price and the right location.
So how much
We're
was
just
the
waiting.
rent on this above the garage?
We pay $250 a month. So that's how we've been able to pay off like about half of our income, monthly income, went to the student loans.
Yeah.
So when you're when you're like old and you got grandbabies on your knee, and you're living in this like super huge luxurious house, and like a $5 or $10 million house, and the grandbabies are on your knee, I want you to get the pictures out. Take lots of pictures and go, yeah, back in the day, Granny lived in 380 square feet. By God, that's how we got here.
Oh yeah, we've made great memories, and honestly, like people say, how do you do it? How have you lived in that area?
Oh, you poor little thing.
And we're just like, we didn't live together before we were married, and this is all we know, and we've come to love it, and we hope to not stay there too much longer. But
well, you get a big old place. You won't even see each other.
Right. It's going to take away the whole thing. So.
You'll need an intercom. You guys got to go outside to change your mind right now. Yeah. But you know what? You sacrificed, and I'm going to tell you
I'm
something.
so proud of you. You're like perfect. This is a perfect example of
really
what to
is.
do, because it was a short period of time, and now you're set. You've lived like no one else. Now you can live
That's
and
right.
give like no one else.
That's right.
No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but it yields a harvest of righteousness, and that's where you guys are. I'm so proud of you. You're heroes.
Thank you.
You set a standard that's fabulous,
Yeah.
and it's just very, very well done. You can do it, and what you're doing is just by the way you've lived, you're yelling out there, folks, you can do this.
Yeah,
And so
for sure.
Thanks for this testimony of
Absolutely.
your
Yeah.
lives and the way you've lived. I know your mom and dad are super proud of you. Who were your biggest cheerleaders?
Well, we brought
them
most
all
of
with you.
them. There they are.
Half of Bedford, Indiana's out here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Them and we did FPU, and so that grew the leaders.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, I mean, most people who know us know where we live and know why we live there. So we've been able to talk about it, and we've just been so blessed. We have good jobs, and God's just been so good. Like, we plan to pay off $2,000 every month towards our student loans, and if you do the math, God was just so good. And I wish I would have wrote down all the months that we were able to pay more.
Yeah.
And I think it's just blessing us because we decided to move into 380 square feet.
Yeah, it is.
But it's been good. Our first 2 years of marriage, I guess, are supposed to be the hardest, and they've been great. We decided early on that we're young and we didn't want to sacrifice fun, so we did sacrifice space, but we went on trips and we went to concerts, and we just did fun things along the way that we saved for.
It's a good trade-off.
Yeah, we budgeted in all that, and so worth it.
So what is your number one key? Now you're teaching Financial Peace University at the ripe old age of 24 and 26. And people say, how did you do this? How did you pay off $38,000 in 13 months? What do you tell them the number one thing and number two thing they need to do about getting out of debt is?
The budget. I was the free spirit. She was the nerd, and she mentioned going and doing things. We got to go to a couple basketball games, and that's what kind of hooked me. Was we were on the budget, but we were still able to do the fun stuff because we planned for it, and that was big for me.
Yeah. The budget, and we did the envelope system, and Jackson loves to eat out, and that's kind of our joke, and so it's like we had an out to eat envelope because that was something we couldn't sacrifice, and so because we went on the budget, it was like, here's $20, we got to pick a restaurant where we can go for $20, and you just have to stick to it. If there's not money there, and if he's a visual and it's not there, you just don't do it, but you both have to be on board, and because if you're not, then you're not, and and because we're both on board and we're doing this, and God's just been so good. Like, we don't fight about money. If there's not money, we don't do it.
I just want to
fantastic.
just get a bottle of this right here.
Yes.
And I think I could just put it on the shelf and people would drink it.
That's
This is
exactly
unbelievable. Y'all
Seriously.
are incredible. Y'all are absolute heroes. I'm so proud of you. And listen, I'd give you a copy of Chris's book, but you already got one. So you just pick out anything over there you want. The bookstore will give you one. And we appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right. It is Jackson and Carly from Bloomington, Indiana, Bedford, Indiana area. $38,000 paid off at 24 and 26. No debt. 380 square foot garage apartment, and pulled this off. This is what you do for a little while. You live like no one else, so that later you can live and give like no one else. You guys are incredible. I'm so proud of you. 38,013 months. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt free!
Man, oh man. Now, I started this, I had no idea I was going to be doing debt-free screams with the kids of the people I taught.
I mean, that's amazing, Dave.
Yeah.
Financial
if I
peace
keep
babies.
it up long enough, there'll be great grandbabies down there. That's it.
That's
This is the
amazing.
Dave Ramsey Show.